This was a book on tape. A picture book on tape. A book with moving pictures on tape. That's what this was. Hey everybody, thank you so much for tuning into my YouTube channel, #Movie Bae. I am Movie Bae, and in this video we are going to be discussing Wendy Williams' Lifetime biopic. Let's get into it. So first I just want to start out by saying I'm a big Wendy Williams fan, and Wendy Williams was always someone who caught my eye. I knew everybody hated her. And for some reason, I'm always drawn to the person that everybody hates. I don't know why. Needless to say, the same way Wendy looked up to Carol, I looked up to Wendy in a way. She was a black woman in radio. She was popular. Everybody knew her, whether you liked her or didn't like her. She was doing her thing. Like I've said before, I am a movie critic, so I'm not even gonna really critique this as much as I did the Salt and Pepper one. I think she did it right by debuting her Lifetime movie after Salt and Peppers, because Salt and Peppers was a production nightmare. That movie looked so horrible. It looked so bad that I had very low expectations going into this Wendy Williams biopic. So much so, when it started, I was like, God, not the freeze frame narration. Not the freeze frame narration. I hate narration. Narration is a cheat. Narration is a way to ram all the information in there because you think your audience is stupid. That's how I feel like. I feel like narration is, I'm going to tell you in case you don't catch on. Now, Wendy probably didn't want to do that. I feel like she probably wanted to narrate her life story because it's her life story and she likes to talk anyways. But because I feel like she didn't want to leave anything up for interpretation, you know? And it was so heavily narrated that there was a point in time in the movie I couldn't even hear what the actress who played Wendy Williams was saying. I honestly didn't even have to watch the movie. I could have been on my phone and just listening to it because it felt like it was a book on tape. This was a book on tape. A picture book on tape. A book with moving pictures on tape. That's what this was. I hate narration. That's the point off for me automatically. In this biopic, I went in as a fan. So I was wanting to see more of how she grew up. I was wanting to see more of her hustle, how she knew she wanted to become a radio host, her hustle to get there, any collegiate, anything that she went through, anything like that. And then of course her career. That's what I was looking forward to in this biopic. The fact that they kind of rushed through what I wanted to see before the first commercial break, I was kind of sad. I was like, please don't tell me the rest of this is going to be about Kev. Please don't tell me the rest of this is going to be about her ex-husband. Please. They rushed through her childhood, her about, being a bigger girl. She was age 11, size 11. I like that. That was cute. How her family felt about it. Kids made fun of her. She was always looking at tabloids, playing radio host, and now she's a radio personality, just like that. I didn't like that. I didn't like that rush process, but I digress on that. Now, the lead actress, Sierra Payton, who played Wendy Williams, she did a great job. I knew her from somewhere, and after looking up her IMDb, she's from a few of Tyler Perry's productions. So I was like, she looks so familiar. I found out she was from Louisiana, New Orleans. So for her to pull out this Jersey accent, go ahead, girl. It kind of dibbled and dabbled a little bit, but for the most part, you did a great job. The guy who played Kevin, he did a great job as well. The supporting actors, however, everybody else was kind of trash. One of her managers at one of the radio stations she worked at, little white lady, horrible. The black guy who gave her a chance, can't remember his name. When he came in, he was like, that's revolutionary. I was like, this is not Broadway, my guys. This is not Broadway. Everybody else was overacting. They really, really were. I didn't like how they had Wendy in the movie so thin a majority of the time. Wendy, you was a big girl. Even before your lipo, you were a bigger set woman. So when you had this actress who was small framed, talking about, I'm gonna get lipo, I was like, they could have added some padding. They could have added some padding to make that more, you know, believable. Because the only time they had padding on the actress was after she had the baby. And I was like, whatever, Wendy. Do your thing. You the EP. Do your thing, sis. Do your thing, sis. One part of the movie I did enjoy. One time when Kev came in at night, late one night, and she was like, did you close the garage door? And he just was like, you can't even make me a glass of wine. And it was like, okay. I was like, but what about the door? I was like, okay, but what about the door? And then when she found out that he was cheating with someone who lived 7 miles down the street, I love how they did a callback. Writing, okay, writing, I see you. How they did a callback to, and he left the garage door open. I was like, I like that. I love callbacks in movies. And I kind of like how they sprinkled in Kev's infidelities. I really didn't want them to make Wendy Williams' movie about a man. For some reason, women, when we have biopics, when we have documentaries, when we have autobiographies, men is a big part of it. And I'm getting sick and tired of that shit. Like, I'm gonna just be honest. I felt the same way about Salt and Pep. It was always a dude in every scene. Like, it's inevitable. Men are in our lives. Some men play important roles in our lives, life-altering roles in our lives. But for a majority of your biopic to be about it, I hate that. With Wendy Williams, I felt it was going in that route, but then she went right back to the career, and I was like, oh, thank God. And then she'll just sprinkle some more in, and then it went back to the career. And then, of course, because it's most recent, you know, in the past 3 years, I believe, 3-4 years, was the infidelity scandal. So of course you have to put that in there. And she was actually married to this man. So, and he was a manager. Stop dating your managers. Please stop dating your managers. No, stop making your boyfriends and husbands your manager, okay? Stop that. Stop that. Please stop that. Wendy Williams discussed, just like Salt and Pepper, that she had bulimia. And I feel like it's kind of becoming a reoccurring thing in the black community that we are now honing that this isn't just a white person problem. We too have eating disorders. We too have mental disorders, or, you know, and it's real. Let's talk about it. She talked about how she was date raped, and that's a very common thing. When you like a guy, you go on a date, and then it just really accelerates. And it's like, wait, whoa, wait, hey. That happens. It's rape. She discussed how she had miscarriages after miscarriage, stillbirths. Oh, that was harsh. Movie-wise, I'm going to rate this film. I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know. I really don't even have a number for it because I hate narration. The pacing was way too fast and the supporting actors were garbage. But because my expectations were so low, I kind of just enjoyed the actual movie for what it was. I enjoyed the after movie documentary more than I enjoyed the actual biopic. I wish she hadn't even done the movie. You didn't need a movie. You didn't need a movie if it was going to be like that. I enjoyed the documentary better because I got to see her raw. I teared up a couple of times, and she gave more information in the documentary than she did in the biopic. Just seeing old pictures of Wendy, I liked seeing or hearing about her hustle, about her grind, more about her childhood in depth. I really wish they would have just did the documentary because I was here for that. You got testimonies from her family, got to learn more about her interviews, see more clips of interviews that I've YouTubed for years. Just to close out the video, I enjoyed the movie for what it was. I enjoyed the documentary better. Leave your thoughts down in the comment section below. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I'll see you next time. It's a date.